What do I know? Flashing lights, lights. What do I know? Oh. Kanye, I appreciate you for being here. Ms. Donda, I appreciate you for being here. Who we got on the gatekeeper? Yehuda? Is it Yehuda? Okay, bet. Betty, bet. Now let me figure out how we gonna work this, how this all work. You know what I'm saying? Show all the messages and shit. Shit, who we share? Oh no. But what's up? I'm trying to see like how you see the I guess it just pops up. Whoever all in here, pop it up in here. Let me know when you're up in here so I can see if I can see. But yes, honey. Yes. What do I know? Flashing. Hey, what's up? Okay, I can't see. I can't see the chat. Baby. Let me know when y'all in here too. When y'all pull up, I see 3 people in the room. But y'all just drop a hey, what's up? We here. Boomity bibbity boppity boopity bibbity. But really, I like how YouTube do the lives. Like you can just it saves it like a video for you. You know what I'm saying? Like you get access to the replays. Like it's a video that you posted. So I fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that. I fuck with that. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Hello. Greetings. But we're gonna get into it. We ready? Is everybody ready? Where does he want to start? So obviously, if we're talking to Kanye West, but everybody that knows Kanye West seems to think that he's alive. We see him in the physical plane walking around. But I'm talking to him in the spirit. Now, he has been crossed over. What's up? And that's what the fuck was tripping me out. So it was been, what's today? Today is Sunday. I want to say like Thursday night real late going into Friday morning. That's when the fuck I was finding out all this shit. I mean, my spirits kept me up for about like 3 hours. They woke me up about 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:30 in the morning. I didn't go back to sleep till like 4:30 in the morning. I was fucking tripping. I couldn't sleep off that shit because I was like, they was talking to me for so long. I said, God damn. I woke up dead out of the middle of a dream. I was like, what the fuck? Woke up. So I know when I get snatched up out of a dream, I know that they want me to wake up. And I'm wide awoke. I'm like, okay, what's up? Let's talk. They like, Kanye's here. I said, Kanye? So I'm like, how? So then he just start. So I'm like, Kanye. I'm like, all right. So now I'm like, make sure I'm not tripping. Do my little vet the spirits, vet the energy. I'm like, oh, this him. Yehuda's like, diss him. My higher self like, diss him. I'm like, fucking how? He like, cause that's not fucking me. I said, God damn. So I'm already knowing about the body swapping and the cloning shit. I'm already knowing about that shit. But this type of shit, this is fucking new. Cause it's different types of cloning. It's different types of cloning. That's funny as fuck that you know about Kodak is here. His ass is a fucking clone. And cloned him they cloned him a couple times. But what kind I was like, how the fuck now this is some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm tripping off of that for a second. So with the spirits, I be vetting them out. I'm like, you gotta come with receipts. They all gotta come with receipts. They know the motherfucking procedure. Not a side, dude. I'm fucking weak. So they like, like my spirits like, what I'm saying? They know what the fuck is up. If they want to talk to me, they gotta prove that it's really fucking them and I'm not fucking tripping. So I started talking about him whoopty whoopty woo. And he like, yeah, because that's not fucking me. Like straight up blunt. Like the energy that you see with Kanye, like that's his energy. Because even when I was driving over here, he was clarifying some things. Because I'm like, I'm still tripping off the clone shit. Because I'm still like, how the fuck? Like trying to wrap my mind around that shit. I'm like trying to wrap my mind around that shit. So he basically compares it to Get Out. He was like, they made that movie about me. I was like, what? Now mind you, they do that shit in Get Out, especially with the celebrities. There's another reader who have been confirming that shit for me. I said, God damn. Talk about fucking invasion of the motherfucking body snatchers in this bitch. So he was like, Get Out. He was like, they made that movie about me. Like he said it so frank. He's like, they made that movie about me. And he reminded me of like even maybe about not even 5 years ago, like when he first got with Kim and shit. They was like, oh, Kanye West is in a sunken place. Remember when people kept saying that shit? He was like, why do you think they were saying that? He said they always put that shit in your face. They test that shit to see if anybody's gonna catch on. He said they do that shit so much to see if people are gonna catch on. He was like, why do you think they were saying that? And then the common misconception is what like, oh, he's in a sunken place because he likes white women and he's a coon and all that shit. He was like, yeah, I can see why they was, like that's the cover and like, yeah, I can see why people would think that's what that was for. But he was like, what they was really saying was they put my ass in the sunken place. But really, so okay, so when I was like, bro, how the fuck did they do that? I was like, because I was like, so how the fuck I was like, so that nigga we be looking at all these years. I was like, that's not Kanye. He's like, that never was me from the beginning of my career. That was never fucking me. And he immediately brought up the car accident. I said, what the fuck? Because I had already been put on to the car accident shit. They'll use car accidents and shit like that to swap people out, to take them out, and sometimes they'll use them to swap them out. They'll use car accidents, hospital, they went to jail, all of that shit. They'll use that shit that's when they do it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's like, oh, if you don't see them for a while, that's when all this shit is going down. That's when they doing the body swapping and the consciousness swapping. That's when they're fucking doing that shit. Bitch, I know you lying. I know you was fucking lying. Anyway, I love him so much. Knew something was off. When he told me, I said so he said from the very beginning of my career. He said just like Michael said, I said that in my reading when I got a video posted about Michael Jackson. He said they did the same thing to me. He was like they didn't swap him from the very beginning, but he said Michael Jackson told me they swapped him very early. I said how early? He said 20 when he was about 20. I said, damn. So he said that famous Michael that when he got grown and older that we know, he said that was never me. He said Michael told me, he was like, they made so many copies of me. And then Michael brought up the vitiligo shit and the plastic surgeries. He's like, that's why I look so fucking crazy because it wasn't fucking me. And they use that excuse. Oh, he says, and they told me too, it's gonna always be an excuse. They also told me about that weight gain shit because Oprah is not Oprah either. The weight gain, they'll just make all kind of excuses. Like same thing with Gucci Mane and fucking damn, what's that rapper? Gunna. Oh, he just lost weight. Oh, he just got off that lean. His belly gone. He just looked clean. He got his teeth fixed. They're gonna always use an excuse as to why their physical appearance is off. But you gonna always know in the fucking eyes, bro. You gonna always fucking know their eyes and that soul don't lie. It's gonna like I'm like, that's not fucking him. And Monique, they swapped Monique out. The Monique that you see in Deliverance, that's her. But after that, she got swapped. Cause I seen her on the fucking couch talking about the movie. I said, Who is that? Even her voice. And everybody was talking about, oh, they talk about she was battling something with her throat or something. She got some shit that affects her throat. I said, oh, goddamn, here come the fucking excuses. So anyway, back on track. So Kanye was saying that was never him. Looks different. Even if her voice was the same, and you're gonna always know to the voice be a little off. Even with Kodak, his voice is off a little bit. It's like a little bit too high pitched. Like the shit is crazy. So Kanye was like, yeah, that shit was never fucking me. Never me. I don't really know how they do it. He didn't really go into detail, because it's like how do you explain it? He really couldn't explain that shit to me, like how they did it. But he keeps making me feel like right now it's like a consciousness thing. Like they do something with his consciousness. And he was saying like the reason it's so believable is because they do something with the consciousness. Like the shit is really fucking trippy. Like, this shit is trippy. And he's saying like that's why it's so believable, because the body swaps and the clones got my demeanor. He said they very much have my personality and stuff. He's like, I act like that, like that's me. So when he was coming through to me, I'm like, this is him, because this is how he come off, the blunt, very conscious. Like he's like, that's very much my energy. But as far as like the physical appearance and all, he's like, that's not fucking me. Like he basically, that's what he told me. Thank you. He reminded me of when we was talking a few nights ago. He was like, it's literally just like the movie Get Out. If y'all haven't seen that movie, or if you haven't seen it in a while, thank you. If you haven't seen it in a while, go rewatch it, because they had me rewatch it while we was figuring out this live shit and all my shit getting canceled. Wait for me to get my live access back. They had me rewatch it. I said, God damn. And it was funny too when I rewatched it, because that whole thing about being in the second place actually had nothing to do with, like, yeah, the dude in the movie he liked that white girl and he was dating them. But if you actually watch the movie, the dude, the dude that was the main character, the black guy, he was really about that life. Like when he wasn't cooning or doing nothing like that. From the moment he got there, he was uncomfortable. He was like, yeah, it's cool, because he already knew what to fucking expect in that movie. But he wasn't cooning or none of that shit in the movie. So like the fact that they said that is just off to me. Like the fact that they talk about being in the second place has something to do with a coon ass nigga. That it didn't make sense, even based off of the movie. It doesn't track. So basically he was saying like they in the movie and Get Out, like the lady push the consciousness back. So somehow he was comparing it to that, like they push the consciousness back, but you still can have like control or some type of shit. So he was saying like a lot of the music and stuff, like, you know what I'm saying, like it had my influence, and I made sure it was some shit that I would want it to be like, but I wasn't, like, it's not me, and I'm not totally in control. And he was saying how Kim is his handler. Kim is the clone's handler. They always do that shit too. They'll clone somebody and they'll give them a handler. Got to make it believable. All them kids and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, that shit is not fucking me. And he also too brought up, he was like about the coon and shit, about him like a white woman. He's like, first of all, Kanye was born in Atlanta, because I had to do a little digging on him too. When I be with these celebrities, I definitely be doing research and digging to make sure the timelines and the stuff they be saying tracks. It always fucking tracks, bro. That shit is actually why this shit always tracks. The math be mathing, you know what I'm saying? He has a tweet saying Get Out was about him too. Are you fucking? He's using the clone to get messages out. Oh, god damn it. See, this is why I need my people in here. That's why he wanted to go live. Because at first I was like, I was just gonna sit down and do a live channel like I had did the other ones. But at first I was gonna do that, but they was like, no, he wants to go live. I'm like, okay, we can do that. Plus I hadn't been live on YouTube anyway. This would be a great way to kick that shit off. Great way to kick this shit the fuck off. See, that's crazy. I haven't been on Twitter in years. I haven't been on Twitter in like 3-4 years. Okay. And I think that probably was right around the time that I got off. But I don't really follow celebrities and shit, because I know what the fuck be going on. I'm like, I'm not following these people. You know? I got a few celebrities I follow, but not y'all coming in here validating my shit. That's what I'm talking about. He did, and everybody was saying he was crazy. And he's telling me right now, he's like, why do you, bro, when I tell you, he's just sitting back like, just keep letting the energy pour in, bro. And he just said, now he's like, why do you think they got it? Why do you think they went so hard to make me look like I was just out of my shit? He wants to bring up the white girl shit and him being a coon and liking white women and that whole sunken place shit that they try to put on him. He said that's what the industry try to do. He said they always try to make such a paradox out of you. He said like they did with Michael with the children and shit. Cause at first when Michael came through, I'm like, Michael, you gotta be real with me. I'm not letting no motherfuckers in here if you not living in your truth. I said, I get it, bro. I get it. If you had trauma and you was touching on them kids and you had something fucking wrong, he said, no, I would never try. I see. He's like, no, no, no. I was like, okay, don't be in here motherfucking lying, especially about no fucking kids, bitch. It's okay. If you did that shit, you did that shit. You gotta heal with that shit and forgive him and get that shit to fucking together. Hey, what's up? But every time I talk to Michael, he always says that. And I'd be like, all right, Mike, don't be in here fucking lying because you won't be able to come back. He's like, no, no. Like, Michael is so sweet, yo. He is such a sweetie. But Kanye was like, they always try to do that. They always try to make such a paradox out of you. Like whatever you're really like if they fuck with your consciousness and your energy and shit. Oh, he's bringing up Moneybagg Yo too, because and that's crazy, the symbolism, bro. Like the shit that they be putting right in our fucking face, they be telling us. Because I seen Moneybagg Yo and I looked at him and I said, he not looking like himself. Because I kind of realized a little minute ago that he kind of had been a little bit more on some industry shit. I be seeing him wear the little colors and doing the little eye shit. I'm like, oh, they got him. But I'm like, is he a rapper? He in the industry. Like, they gotta be down with the get down. Because if you're not, you're out of here, bitch. You're fucking out of here. You're fucking out of here. But in that Waukesha video, Moneybagg Yo put that shit in the Waukesha video. The sunken place, the whole scene from Get Out, where she was doing this shit, and then when he flung back and he was floating down into the sunken place, Moneybagg Yo put that shit in the motherfucking music video. And when I was rewatching Get Out the other day, that shit came back to me, and I was like, bruh, my spirit is confirming this shit. I said, I fucking knew that nigga. I knew they cloned him. They did something to him, and they gave him like a little like he had got Botox or some fillers or some shit. But I'm like, just looking at him, I'm like, that's not him. I'm like, who is that? What are they doing with these people? But Moneybagg Yo, I peeped that shit like a year ago. I was like, what? Jay-Z and Beyonce too don't like it at all. Speaking of Jay-Z, so when I told y'all I was doing the research or whatever. Well, he told me, he was like, at the very beginning of my career, he was like, the car accident, that's when they did it. They took me out and they did all the consciousness swapping shit. They did all of that shit. He's saying something about he died in the hospital. Like they swapped it and did all that shit while he was already in the hospital and shit. Jay-Z. Jay-Z was behind that shit. Cause he was saying, he said as soon as so Kanye was really more so on some producing shit. I guess he wanted to be a rapper and whatnot. Yeah, he's saying I like to rap too. Like I wanted to be on all of that creative shit. He said writing, producing, rapping. He said I wanted to do it all. Anything with music, he said I wanted to do it all. But Jay-Z is behind that shit. And I was reading through the discography. He was like, why do you think he was like, look at all of my album covers. He's like, why do you think my face is not on any of those covers? And I stopped. I was like, I sat up in the bed. I was like, what? I was like, right? That do sound about right. So I went back. I started Googling shit. I was like, let me pull up Wikipedia and pull up the discography. No, I went on Apple Music. And you know how it'll go through all the albums or whatever. The very first studio album, College Dropout, he's got a fucking mascot outfit on. That fucking teddy bear, right? Everybody knows about the fucking teddy bear. He said that was the fucking symbolism. I should have looked. I forgot. He told me to look up what the word mascot mean. But it's probably something to do with like you in a costume. You wearing a fucking costume. I told y'all asses y'all was in for a treat. I said, whoever I'll click on this TikTok live, I'm about to tell y'all. I said, they in for a treat and they don't even fucking know it. Ooh, feel like Christmas, bitch. And I said, God damn it. So I'm going through all the albums. I said, damn it, man. He said, why you think my face is not on any one of them album covers? He said, at least one of them, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, it's you the artist. You supposed to be on the motherfucking album cover some kind of way. I don't care if it's just a picture from when you was 10 years old. You own the album. It's you. He said, why you think I'm not up there? He said, why you think I'm not up there? And then he was explaining to me, too. He was like, as many times as they clone me, he said if they would put me on the album cover, it would be obvious. Like, you would be able to fucking see it from the very get-go. You would be able to tell. And he's bringing up the shit, like, when the clone be like he's literally speaking through the clone. Like, he literally, like, he got a powerful energy, bro. He's got powerful energy. Like, I don't know who he is in the spirit realm, but he's very conscious. He's very well, like, he's somebody in the spirit realm. You know what I'm saying? Especially based off his ancestry. And because I was like, damn, Kanye, I didn't know that you was born in Atlanta. And I think maybe when he was like 5, I think his parents got divorced and shit, and they moved up to Chicago. So he was raised in Chicago, but his birth certificate got Atlanta, Georgia on it. So he's got the energy, the stamp of Mother Georgia on his energy, right? Where you're born plays a very big significance in your life. Like that, you're born where you're born for a reason, regardless of where you grew up after that. I don't care if you were born somewhere and then 5 minutes later they took you up to fucking somewhere else. You were born in that place for a reason. He's saying the energy needed you there. That's where you wanted to open your portal up at, right? And that energy is imprinted on you no matter what after that. As a person, animal, or object adopted by a group as a symbolic figure, especially to bring them good. A mascot is a person, animal, or object adopted by a group as a symbolic figure, especially to bring them good luck. And that's exactly what he was making me feel like when I was talking to him, when he came to me in the middle of the night that time when my ancestors brought him in. He said, look up what a fucking mascot is. And he kept making me feel like they were using him to bring about good fortune. I said, oh, they was just using you to make they shit pop. That's what he was making me feel like. I was like, damn. They sacrificed him and used his energy to get his shit popping off over there at motherfucking Illuminati Records. He even had me look up where he recorded the Dropout album at. It's like this famous studio in LA, but it's called like Plant Industry Records or some shit, or Plant Studio. It's called Studio Plant or Plant Studio. I said, damn, what the fuck? So he said, run it back. So I was reading the Wikipedia page or whatever about where he started and before he got in with Jay-Z and whatever. So he had already kind of been producing and selling his records and his beats and stuff to people that was kind of already famous, and he was making a little money off of that. I forgot how he got hooked up with Jay-Z. I can't remember that part. And he was saying, and it was saying in the history or whatever, that Dame Dash was a little reluctant to sign Kanye to Roc Nation because Dame Dash wasn't sure how successful Kanye would be as a rapper on the label. And he's saying, Kanye told me, he's like, that's not really true. He was saying Dame Dash was a little reluctant to sign Kanye to Roc Nation because he already knew what time it was going to be if he signed Kanye to Roc Nation. Dame Dash already knew they was going to sacrifice his ass, and he liked Kanye. But Dame Dash got to do what Dame Dash got to do because he's under fucking Jay-Z. Because he's under Jay-Z. People be so playing games in our face. Hell yeah! Dropper is crazy because now I'm over here bugging. He dropped out for real. The symbolism is so in your face. It literally makes you sick. I couldn't even sleep. Not because I was like scared, but I was like, what the fuck? I mean, he came with receipt after receipt after receipt. Like, he was just talking his shit. I was like, what the fuck? Hey, Val. He was saying Dame, because mind you, he came that night. They let me get rest. I'm like, all right, y'all, I gotta go to sleep because I had my last day at work was this past Friday. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to sleep, bro. I gotta go to sleep. It's 4:30 in the morning. My alarm is about to go off in 2 hours. And I'm not even close to being tired to go lay down. They put me down. They let me go to sleep. I get up for work. He's still talking to me. Like, he's still telling me shit. But he was telling me, he was like, Dame Dash wasn't reluctant because they wasn't sure that I would be successful. He's like, it's Rock Nation. It's the industry. They can make anybody successful. He's like, look at all these no name. He's like, these motherfuckers that really ain't got no talent. They at the top of the motherfucking charts. He was like, it's not a matter of can they make me a successful rapper. He's like, we got so many bullshit rappers coming out right now in the early 2000s. Because College Dropout was like 2001 or 2002. I want to say he signed to Rock Nation in 2000 or 2001. That car accident happened like the same year or like not even a year later. The car accident happened and then they dropped College Dropout as his first record, his first album with Rock Nation. I said, God damn. God fucking damn. But yeah, he was saying Dame Dash, because he said he was reluctant because he already knew what time it was, and he said because he likes me, he fucked with me, but he already knew what time it was when it come down to that nigga. He said he already knew what time it was. He said if he felt like he was signing a death note. He just told me, he said he felt like he was signing a death note, a death certificate. That's what the fuck these contracts be for a lot of these niggas. They be fucking death certificates. A contract. I don't even know what to say. I've been tripping off this shit, man. And the energy has been so potent. The energy is just now dying down, like as a couple of days ago. But the whole crazy ass shit that was been coming through, the energy was so damn potent. I'm like, God damn it. He told me in the spirit, I am a psychic medium and a channeler. The Kanye that you know out in the world today is not Kanye. It is not Kanye West. And he is talking to me from the spirit. From the sunken place, but from a non-physical plane of existence. Thank you, spirit. Said I died, looked like Emmett Till. Mm-hmm. He kept playing that shit to me too. He said all the hints are all riddled through his music. All riddled through the music. Okay, he's bringing back up the tweets that y'all was talking about in 2020. I don't know when he got married to Kim. I think maybe he got married to Kim before 2020. I don't know what year that was. So none of the children are his. Nope. He said North she's cute though. He said she's cute. She's cute though. Water. You're not finna Kanye me, Fiasco. That's crazy how they do this shit. He just said, why y'all think they don't look like me? He said they don't look like nobody. Because she did have a surrogate. They did have a surrogate. Because he was like, if you think Kim had them kids, you're crazy. He said, why you think they did the surrogate shit? He said, why you think they did the surrogate shit? She wasn't trying to have sex with that man because she knew it wasn't me. I appreciate y'all for being here. This shit is wild. Oh, we only 30 minutes in. He wanted to get right to it because my ancestors made him wait because it wasn't the time. They got married in 2014. Okay. Damn, that's 10 years. Fuck. That's his quick 10. Damn. But that's what he said. He said, why do you think they did the surrogate shit? She wasn't trying to have sex with that thing. She knew. She knows. She's the handler. She knows. That's what he's saying. She's the handler. She knows. He says they use all these women to keep the niggas in check. He's bringing up Keisha Kaur. He's bringing up Keisha Kaur. The car accident. That's what happened to him. I just heard no survivors. From 14 to 2021. I just heard that was the term of her contract. From 2014 to 2021. That was the term of her contract. I'm weak, Kodak. Why? No survivors. But he's making me feel like before he actually died, well, he's saying I survived the car accident, but they killed me in the hospital. Allegedly. All this stuff is allegedly in the spirit, y'all. Because look, I got this shit on TikTok. I got this shit on YouTube. Let me put my disclaimer here now. Anybody who all see this is alleged in the spirit. I just gotta protect myself. Entertainment and educational purposes only. Gotta cover myself. Hey, baby. So Kanye is saying he survived the car crash, but they killed him in the hospital. But before they took him out all the way, they did some shit with the consciousness. That's crazy as fuck that you said the clone was tweeting that about how the fucking movie Get Out was about him, and that's what the fuck he told me. He said they made that movie about me. He said, why do you think they used the little dark skinned man? He said the man didn't look like me, but you could put two and two together if you know. I was like, damn. Oh, the tea is hot, baby. The tea is very hot. As soon as he signed the Rock Nation, honey, that's when they did that shit from the very beginning. I said, damn. He said, just like they did fucking Michael. Michael told me they did it about 20 years old. So all that nigga you see, that was never fucking him. That was never fucking him. Ooh. What else? Because he just said somebody's name. Who was you just talking about? Oh. He said they used the women as the handlers. And then he brought up Keisha Kaur. She was holding him down while he was in jail, but she was he called it damn. He said she a dirty industry bitch. He said people know me. He said they know me from being from Chicago, but he said I hung out in Atlanta. He said I hung out in Atlanta a lot. He said y'all didn't really know, but he's like I hung out in Atlanta. He's like I know what the fuck is up. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the clone, you know what I'm saying? Like when he was coming up before he got, you know what I'm saying? Like he hung out in Atlanta because that's where he was born. He probably got family there. I didn't really dig into all that, but like before he got famous, he's like I knew a lot of industry people before like y'all knew them. Because he was already trying to produce and do all that shit anyway. And his mom, I looked into him. She's very educated. Who knows who she knows? Who knows who his mama know? What all this is, handlers and spirits and talking to the dead. I understand. And and this crazy because he told me about Donda, his mother, before when I was driving over here, he was giving me more information because I had thinking about her because I was like, damn, that made me question the whole thing about them killing his mother, like his mother dying overseas and surgery and all that. And I was already knowing. I was like, that's sus. What the fuck? But me not knowing what I know now, I just didn't think nothing of it. Didn't put two and two together. And he's saying, I just heard she started to catch wind. Like, basically, like, the mama, he said they threatened her into silence. But she was getting fed up, and she wanted to expose it. She wanted to expose Jay-Z. Like, she wanted to expose all of that shit. The shit that they did to me, all of that shit is what he's saying. And that's when that happened to her. They sent her overseas to get the surgery. Always that surgery shit. Same thing. It's always some fucking surgery. They went to jail. It's always some fucking excuse. And they use the same 10 excuses. Like it's fucking crazy. He said, but she was threatening to talk. She was fed up with everything that was going on, and so she was threatening to fucking talk. And that's when they got rid of her. Because they was always blaming that shit. Oh, Kanye went crazy because they killed his mom and da 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 da. It was believable. It's believable. It's believable, right? Yeah, she didn't get no. That's what he just said. He's like, you really think my mama was going to get some fucking plastic surgery? He was like, you really think? But again, people not really thinking like, oh, his mama done got famous. She got money too, so maybe she's into that. Maybe she want to go get her. Like my son, he famous and rich. He got money now. We came up, so maybe I've always wanted to, so maybe I go let my son pay for me to get me a little nip and tuck, a little booby lift or something, a little, just it could be believable. It's not that much of a reach. Always a cover up story. Right, the plastic surgery did not track. He was like, you really think my mama went over there to get some fucking plastic surgery? He said she never even left the country. Never left the country. Ooh, he's saying, but they told y'all black asses that because that's what the fuck black people do. Our asses go over some fucking where and get some fucking surgery. Go overseas some fucking where. He's saying doing broke shit. He talk like, you know what I'm saying? That's why the clone shit is believable, because he's saying like the consciousness is me, so he's gonna have my personality and shit. Like he just kept saying that. Like it's gonna be believable because the personality, especially if you didn't grow up around him, you really don't know him. Like you're just gonna think that's him. You know what I'm saying? That's all we've ever been shown. Then he wasn't even there with her. Straight lies. Of course he wasn't fucking. Because that's not him. That's fucking insane. But even if that was him, bitch, you're not gonna go. Your mother, you're not gonna go with her. I'm clearing my schedule. I'm going with her to make sure she's straight. Like, you're tripping. Especially if she's allegedly going overseas. Nah, we ain't, Nah. Nah. He said, I love my mother. I would never let her do some shit like that. And if she did, I wouldn't leave her by herself. What the fuck? You're tripping. He said, this ain't no Hollywood shit. We not Hollywood. He said, nigga, I was from Chicago. Born in Atlanta, I'm from Chicago. He brought that up earlier, too, with the whole Sunga place and liking white women. Remember I was saying, like, they like to make a paradox out of people at what they real character was like. He was saying, my ass was born in Atlanta and raised in Chicago. He's like, you don't think I love black women? He said, you're tripping. Like, he said it's so plain and simple to me. He's like, you don't think I love black women? He said, you're fucking tripping. You're tripping if I don't think I don't like love me some black women. He said, you're tripping. Mm-hmm. Yep, like they clone Tyrone. He kept bringing that movie back up to me too. They had almost made me want to rewatch that shit. He was like, bruh, a nigga from Chicago don't like black women. He's like, yeah, you're tripping. You're tripping. Tripping. He was like, Kim, I'm from Chicago. And he's like, you really think Kim K is like he's like, bro, we got regular baddies in Chicago Kim would never touch them. That's what he's saying to me right now. He's like, she could never touch them. He was like, we got regular girls walking around Chicago that would eat Kim up on her best day. On her best day. Mind you, he's an 80s kid too. He was born in the 70s. So he's an 80s kid. He's like, man, he said we had all kind of bad bitches growing, just even with who you see on TV as celebrity wise, and then the type of bad bitches that you see just walking around the regular streets of Chicago. He was like, man, them bitches eat Kim up on her best fucking day. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He said they paired her with him, with the clone. They paired her. But he's like, everything they did just didn't track. Ooh, I'm about to sneeze. It just didn't track. Like, they just trying to make a paradox. That shit is really wild. I'm trying to remember all else what he told me. He told me a lot of shit. I'm like, God damn it. A lot of shit. Excuse me. There you go. Yeah, a lot of sense. Like, I was so damn shocked. I said, how the fuck am I talking to Kanye West right now? I mean, for all y'all do some explaining right now. If y'all gonna wake me up at 1 o'clock, baby. Let me see what else come through. Aaliyah wants to talk. Does she? I feel like Aaliyah needs her own shit. She says, "Tell them I love them. Tell them I love them." She said, "I know y'all been thinking about me. My energy has been around y'all. I look over y'all. I protect y'all." Aaliyah has been making me feel like that. She has been telling me that, like, she really does watch over the chosen ones heavy. Heavy, heavy. What's the deal with the new wife? Another handler. Mm-hmm. It's something going on. It's something going on. It's a lot. It's a lot of activity in the spirit realm right now. I don't even know what the dreams have been odd. Like, it's just a lot going on. But she ain't nothing. That new wife ain't nothing but another handler, child. They telling me, like, they be like, child, these people, these celebrity couples, you be thinking that you just looking up to them so much. That'd be a whole contractual situation, is what they're saying. It'd be a whole contractual situation. It'd be a whole contractual situation. They say everything is not as it seems at all. They're saying what's up is really down, and what's down is really fucking up. But Aaliyah's energy, yeah, bless her heart. I love her so much. She's very sweet. She is so sweet. But she's got that Capricorn feist, though. I said, ooh, you was definitely a Capricorn. Her passing was hard on me. Been feeling connection to her heavy the last couple weeks. Yeah, floating around. I feel like she just kind of floats around and watches. And I feel like they put that in one of her music videos, too. She's kind of bringing that back up to me. Like, they put that in one of her music videos, that she kind of, like, is like a guardian angel to a lot of people, in a sense, kind of, you know? She's saying a guardian, like a watcher, a watch over. She says she watches over certain ones. Mm, 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 mm. I couldn't goddamn believe it. I told y'all that shit was worth the wait, though. I told y'all that shit was worth the wait. I said, ooh. I told y'all that shit was gonna be worth it. Versa, you mentioned what is up is really down. I didn't know that was a song. See what else is coming through. What's up though? What y'all doing? Like, I'm trying to think what else. I was like, man, I wish the live was working when all this shit was going down. Cause when I tell y'all the energy was so potent, I said, oh, it's some shifting going on around this motherfucker. It's some crazy shifting going on. Some crazy shift going on, bro. Is there anything else going on in the spirit, y'all? What do people need to know? I heard stay protected. I heard say your prayers before you go to bed to protect you in the astral. They said don't take the food that you eat. Like, don't eat the food that they try to give you in the dreams and shit. That's definitely relevant for me. I had like 2 weeks straight people was in my dream trying to feed me. I'm like, get the fuck back, Satan. Definitely worth the wait. I know. Okay, they're bringing up Christ versus Jesus. Oh my. The Antichrist energy. I just heard Yehuda. Yehuda, is that you? What you doing? He said, I'm here. He said, my children, the children of Israel, my children. my woke ones. Yehuda is so funny, y'all. Oh my god. If y'all are not familiar with Yehuda, Yehuda is Judah in the Bible, the son of Jacob. but his spiritual name, his conscious name is Yehuda. Yehuda, can you clarify the Yeshua thing? Because a lot of people on my TikTok in the comments when I made that video about Christ versus Jesus, they were saying, "Oh, it's Yeshua and da da da," and I'm like, even the energy of I'm like, who the fuck is Yeshua? I'm like, who is that? I'm like, who is that? That still don't sit right with me. And Yehuda kind of made me feel like he's like another false consciousness, like another false deity. I was like, ooh, because Yehuda kept telling me, he was like, don't Yehuda kind of be? He's like, ain't that kind of similar to Yeshua? That's Judas. That's Judas. Judas. That was Judas betrayed Jesus. Judah is the son of Jacob in the Bible. But Yehuda is telling me that whole story that they gave Jesus about dying for your sins and all that shit, and the lost son, the forgotten son, or whatever, only begotten son, or all that bullshit, whatever the story of Jesus, he said that was my story. They killed me and they took that story because Jesus is they created him because they kept comparing Jesus to like a voodoo doll. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I've never been heard it. It's like an egregore. Yeah, different person. I thought the other day, I know people say the blood of Jesus, but it made me sad randomly because I know that's his real name, but it's really glorifying his death. Yeah, it's like a whole. They also kind of compared it to a trickster spirit too, like Jesus is a trickster spirit. Like that shit is actually crazy. Oh, I couldn't put it on TikTok though. I put it on there, and they like took the sound of my video. They like blocked my video. I think somebody reported it. They was like, oh, community guidelines or some shit. I'm like, I didn't even say nothing in the motherfucking video. But I had a download, because y'all know how people be like, oh, I was on a spiritual journey and I started getting into crystals and tarot cards and I started, venturing into stuff outside of the Bible. But then I started to have demonic attacks, and oh, I had to repent, and then I came back to Jesus, and Jesus is the truth. My spirit was like, why do you think that happened? Because I was like, damn, that shit is actually kind of fucking crazy. Like, there's so many people saying like, oh, from new age to back to, from new age to Jesus, right? And they were saying that them people was being spiritually attacked by Jesus, by the God of the Bible, by the fake ass God, the Zeus energy that runs this matrix, that runs this false matrix. They were under spiritual attack by him. And the shit that was happening to them, because they didn't understand what was going on, the shit that was happening to them scared them so bad that they thought they was doing something wrong. They thought it was demons and shit. They thought, and it made them go back to Jesus. They scared their ass back. Trying to scare them back in. But I believe that some people was really experiencing that too. Like, so many people, I don't know if it was I don't know. A lot of people was just saying that they was doing that to scare us though. Like, especially with like kind of this whole, I don't even say with deliverance, but I had got that download that like them people was coming out of religion and they was being spiritually attacked so bad. It was probably called, I'm getting, ooh, my nose, I'm channeling. I'm getting the impression right now that it was coming from all kinds of places. Because remember I told you in that video, my spirits told me motherfuckers in the church is working against people. Your family is working against y'all. Y'all coming out of religion, practicing alternative spirituality in a sense. Chaos. And they got that shit. It's like on Netflix or something right now. They got that show out called Chaos. Because I peeped it somewhere. I think it's on Netflix. But like Chaos, like the Zeus in it. Because they got in different pantheons, one god in one pantheon will have a different name in a different pantheon, but it's the same motherfucker. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Chaos is probably just fucking Zeus. Church working hard, they're losing money. They're losing spiritual power too. Yeah. Chaos and Zeus and all them motherfuckers. Because I had got a download about that maybe like a day ago or so. About, he was like, why do you think they gave him a lightning bolt? So he can strike motherfuckers down. He can strike motherfuckers down. Another thing too, all these horror movies are horrible. Our third eye horror movies being released back to back. Ain't ironic. I know, and they always release them around the second half of the year, which is the very spiritual half of the year. Like once we get to like September, like where we're at now, and we start trickling out of Virgo season, going into Leo season, that last 6 months of the year is a very spiritually potent time of the year. I just heard, and Kanye's coming back in. He was saying like surviving Jay-Z. He was like, y'all thought Diddy was a trip? He was like, wait till you hear about this nigga. He said surviving Jay-Z. He said if y'all thought Diddy was a trip, wait till y'all find out about this nigga. Remember, y'all, it's all alleged in the spirit to cover myself. Allegedly, right? Allegedly, he likes little boys and shit. Allegedly. I don't think they know. If you grew up in a traditional Christian household, that's all you know. And all the generation before you knew. Oh, baby, let me tell you something about these fake ass Christians. There's so many witches and sorcerers in the church. It don't make no motherfucking sense. Because I literally just seen a video on TikTok earlier where people like, oh, like, pleading the blood of, like, he's a Christian. He's like, pleading the blood of Jesus doesn't get the demon off of me. And he was literally breaking it down how it don't work. And he was like, he took a bottle cap and he was like, this is the demon on my head. This is the spirit that's attacking me, and it's on my crown. It's on my head. And y'all talk about the blood of Jesus. And he took a little towel and he put it over his head. And he's like, this is what y'all just did. And I said, not you explaining how people's spell work don't work. I said, look at you. You know how when people are doing like hoodoo and they're trying to explain to you why what you're doing doesn't make sense and they're breaking it down to you? That's what the fuck he was doing. I said, oh, look at you explaining how people's spell work and trying to unbind and do their unhexing. Let me. I said, look at you explaining to people how the unhexing work they're doing doesn't work when they say certain things and how they're not doing it right. I said, oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. It's gonna be crazy. It really fucking is. I be hearing about that camel, man. That nigga is so fucking ugly. I don't even know what to do. Ooh. It's always giving me the creep mode vibes. Very much creep. Like, get out of my face. Fucking weirdos. Anyway, I am sitting here with the light on though, but damn, nigga, don't stare like that. Shit. But yeah, creepy. He's a creep. And Beyonce definitely be cheating on him because I had a dream about that shit. She fucked all that shit they was saying about that motherfucking her fucking with that security guard or whatever. That shit is fucking true. I didn't even ask for it. I said, just what the fuck? Spirit just be telling on people just to tell on people at this point. I had a dream. They was on a boat. And I remember because they took a picture all together or something like that. I remember like it was like a couple years ago. They was like on a boat somewhere or some shit. I mean, they're always on fucking boats, but it was like this big ass boat. But I remember that I think they had posted that shit like on their Instagram or something. That Jay-Z and Beyonce had took a picture together. And I think the security was there or whatever, because right, he's always there. But I had a dream and she had that fucking yellow Oshun dress on. So I knew it was her herself. I was like, oh, she got this fucking yellow dress on. Baby, they went to a part of the boat, like a part of the boat where you would just like, it's like a utility room or some shit, and they got shit in there. It's just all kind of shit in there. It's just like a little utility storage room, but it was like a pretty good sized room. Baby, they ran off into that room. Baby, that man got down on that floor. She pulled that dress up, got to work on top of him. They got it in real quick. Child. And I think they started to realize like somebody was looking for her or some shit, because they was like, oh, like they finished, hurry up and finish, and they got up, and then they left out real quick. I said, oh, so that shit is true. She be cheating on him. They not lying. The streets not lying. The streets is not lying. Not a man who look like a big toe in the face either. Ooh, and they bringing it back. That nigga was grown as hell when he started courting her. Grown as fuck. Like, she like 19, 20. And he like 30 something. Like, again, on that Diddy shit. Like, same type of shit. He was grown. He was fucking grown fucking with her. I'm not talking about no 3, 4, 5. They're like 11 years apart. What the fuck you want to do with a girl that was 11 years old when you was fucking born? When she was born, you was 11, 12 years old, bitch. What the fuck you want to do with her? I don't give a fuck how pretty she is. That shit just came back to me. God damn. I feel like it's coming out. And I was thinking that earlier too when I was driving over here. I said, I don't know what happened with Diddy. I don't know why he got thrown under. Probably because Jay-Z is higher ranked than him. Diddy always kind of gave me flunky vibes, and they let him have power because he's a crash out. And he gonna do what he need to do. And he gonna keep his motherfucking mouth shut. But Diddy is very much a crash out. Diddy is very much a crash out. Have y'all seen that video that popped up on TikTok that time where he was at the it was 112. 112 was in the, because you know when they playing the singles and stuff that's about to go hot, you know, they be in the boardroom with all the people from the label. It'd be a big ass conference table. It'd be like 20, 30 people around, not 20, 30. It'd be about 20 people around that motherfucking table. Big ass table. The table big as the room. And they all sitting around the table and they play the music, right? They play the music for the labels and for the executives and all the people and shit. So they was doing that with 112 because, you know, 112 is Diddy's group. He kind of, I guess he discovered them. He put them on type shit. He had his hand in a lot of the 90s artists and shit. Even fucking, what's that group? Total. But they was in the conference room and 112 was playing the song. And Diddy's bopping to or whatever. Everybody had peeped that Diddy had took like a little bump and like put it in his nose real quick. And whoever had the camera, like, they caught it and then they kind of like panned away back to the other part of the room. I'm like, you doing a bump like that in front of everybody? I know it's the industry, but like, you know, damn, at least go to the bathroom and shit. Like, that's what I be hearing. Like, my dad was like, if you at a party and everybody keep going to the bathroom, you might need to leave. He said there's something going on in that bathroom and you might need to leave because it's not your type of party. He's like, if you at a party and motherfuckers, especially the girls, but they keep getting up and they keep going to the bathroom. My daddy told me that years ago. I said, damn, nigga, at least go to the bathroom. You got to get your bump in right here. That's crash out. That's crash out behavior. That's crash out behavior. What the fuck? But yeah, that's some funny shit. I feel like it's coming out. I don't know. Did he had to take the heat first? I don't know when this Jay-Z shit is coming out. I don't know. Because now Jaguar, right? My ancestors called her a false witness. But she don't lie about everything. She don't lie about everything. And the little clips I be seeing of her, she be on Jay-Z's neck. But my ancestors did call her a false witness. They called her a false witness. False witness. We had an hour, y'all. We had an hour. But I just had to let Kanye come through. He wanted to do a live. I'm glad y'all pulled up. It was worth the wait. I told y'all was in for a treat. We're going to see what else all energy come through later on in the future. I think I told everything that he wanted to tell. Kanye, are you satisfied? He said, very satisfied. I swear for God, I don't think he's ever talked to anybody else about this shit. And that's why he wanted me to do a live on YouTube too, because he was like, you, the replays, people can come and watch your live replays as if they were videos that you had posted. YouTube saves all your lives and shit. And I'm gonna figure out a way to save my shit too. But he said he's very satisfied. But I'm not even trying to toot my own horn. I really don't think motherfuckers have ever clocked this T. I don't think he has ever spoken to anybody about that shit. I don't know if he just didn't trust them or what. If he just, I don't know. I don't know what it is about this time that's significant now. I'm grateful as hell he came to talk to me and that y'all got to witness this shit. I'm glad y'all was validating my shit so that y'all know I'm on fucking point with these motherfucking readings and that I ain't no hoe in this shit. I'll be capping. I'll be capping, you know? Very trustworthy, very demure, very mindful, very psychic, very tapped in. I appreciate y'all though. Y'all was really y'all really validated a whole lot of shit. Y'all, I was like, God damn, y'all have me tripping out. I'm excited for people to come back and watch this live, to be able to rewatch it. I'm still tripping off that shit. He said there's so many others like me. Cause I remember he brought up a lot of people. He brought up motherfucking Moneybag Yo. I said, God damn, they put that shit right in the motherfucking video. Just sunk in place. And that's how they gotta do. They gotta put that shit in there. They gotta do the symbolism, bro. They gotta put that shit in there. They gotta let you know. It's just up to us to pick up on that shit. It's just up to us. And whether we pick up on it or not, whether we put two and two together. He's saying when we do, we need to start speaking on that shit. Cause he's saying once we start speaking on shit in the collective, shit, he's saying in the spirit realm, shit starts shifting around. Shit starts shifting around. Cause it's something about that throat chakra. It's the vehicle. Like it moves shit. Like I know you got your solar plexus that acts in a certain way as a vehicle, but he's saying when you speak, he's saying mountains move. Mountains fucking move in the spirit realm. He's just telling me like he's like, bro, y'all have no idea how much power y'all really truly hold when it comes down to this shit. He's like, y'all have no idea how much power y'all have. He's saying, stop not speaking up about shit. Stop being scared. I be having them bits, these celebrities and stuff. They said they be coming to me saying the same. They all be saying the same shit. They be saying, stop being scared to speak up on that shit. He's like, you know, I'm a Gemini. You know, I'm gonna come through that Mercury energy, that communication, right? That talking. He's like, you know, I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna run my mouth. He's saying, and I don't give a fuck. Cancel me, call me crazy. I don't never give a fuck. Cause those who know, fucking know. The people that shit is really for, they gonna fucking know. And they gonna fucking hear you. Everybody else, fuck them. The shit won't for you, bitch. Open your mind, bitch. He's saying it's really real out here. And he's saying we just gotta speak up more as a collective. We gotta really call that shit the fuck out. He's saying because it's a whole lot of weird shit going on. And y'all are not tripping. Y'all are not tripping. And he's saying don't let them fucking gaslight you. Don't let them gaslight you. Yes, I love the way he talked. That Gemini, that Mercury. Baby, I had an ex-boyfriend. He had the same birthday as Kanye West. You couldn't tell that nigga shit. You couldn't tell that nigga shit. And he was always talking that Gemini, man. Especially with the men. Well, women, there's that Mercury energy, bro. Gemini's like to talk. It's that Mercury. It's that Mercury. They just built that way. Take it or leave it, baby. I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate all the signs for what they bring, you know. You know, the archetypal energy type shit. But he's like, yeah, don't let them gaslight you, man. Don't ever let them gaslight you. Don't let nobody gaslight you. He said, if you picking up on some shit and you know some weird shit is going on, that's what the fuck is going on. He said, you better listen to that shit and you better motherfucking believe it and you better trust it. Period. Into sentence. He said, mic drop. He said, mic drop. I'm out. Thanks, Kanye, for being here. I appreciate you for waiting. We made you wait a couple days. He said, but it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. He said 2 hours here ain't nothing. I mean, 2 days here. 2 days here ain't nothing. 2 days here is like 2 hours. So he ain't tripping. All I can do is manage. Ah, no! You just gotta hear him out. The chatty patties of the Zodiacs. Good Lord. Baby. Sometimes you just gotta tune them out and just, like, you just gotta hit them with a every once in a while. They will talk you off your dome, honey. They will talk the scalp off of your head. They will talk the fucking scalp off your head, bitch. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Baby, we about to close out this session here. But Kaya, I appreciate you being here. Aaliyah, all the energy. She kind of pulled back. My bad. Because this is all over the place. I was like, we just gonna free flow it. He was very patient, so fuck it, you know? But yeah, y'all. Listen. I got a link tree in my channel on this channel. I got a link tree on my TikTok. I gotta get my books back. I will open my books wide back open. I got it available for the weekends, but now that I took the leap of faith, like my ancestors told me to do, and quit my motherfucking job. My last day of my job was last Friday, bitch. I'm so glad I ain't gotta go in that hole tomorrow. Woo! Woo! We finna get all of this shit going. Yes, much love and gratitude. I appreciate you for being here. But listen, personal readings, one-on-ones, all of that good shit, podcasts, all of that shit is in my link tree. You know what I'm saying? If you want a general reading, ancestral readings is definitely my shit. The ancestors be coming through, and I think I'm about to get this shit going for the spiritual warfare. But I'm gonna keep working with my people on that because I haven't done it yet. Nobody wanted to get a reading when I had promoted it, so I gotta keep going. It's gonna work out. I just gotta keep doing what I can do. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all. And if y'all want to sow a seed of love into me, donate. Buy your girl a chicken sandwich, bitch. My Cash App is in my link tree on both my TikTok and on this main page on my channel. You just want to pay tithes and sow a seed of gratitude into me and repay the energy. I appreciate y'all. You want to quit your job too, but you don't know. You sounding like me. I'm going to say it like this. If that job is killing your spirit and is making you miserable, I would sit and evaluate it. Don't just go quitting on willy-nilly, you know. Sit down. Yes, thank you, Carbon. Thank y'all for being here. I would just sit in a meditation, ask your spirits, your ancestors for a God, for a sign. Yes. But I'm just saying, I would just trust it. I ain't say quit all willy-nilly tomorrow, you know, have some kind of something, you know, depending on what it is that you do. I already knew my ancestors wanted me to quit because, like, bitch, you're supposed to be working for yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got my spiritual business popping off. Had got my LLC going. Had one of my male ancestors help me out with that. You know what I'm saying? Get my business shit straight. I'm a daycare teacher. I can't do it. Child, listen. I was at a daycare for a little bit too. I started a daycare in January, baby. Baby, the weekend before Cinco de Mayo in May, I was putting that shit in. I said, shit. My birthday May 9th too. I was like, shit, I'm finna quit. My last day is gonna be motherfucking like May 4th. Bitch, Cinco de Mayo was that motherfucking weekend. I said, yeah, I'm finna bring my birth. I'm not finna be up in this miserable ass environment. Not on my birthday. Hell no. Bitch, danced under the full moon on Cinco de Mayo. I had a time. And it won't nothing. It was up from there. Okay. Been knowing you was a real one. This reader will be getting a reading soon. It's lit. I'm glad you're here. Girl, quit that before the 6th season come in. I know. I wasn't ready for that when I first got hired. Baby. Baby, them kid viruses is something different. I'm like, oh, I'll be straight. My immune system, it's a rite of passage at this point. You start working with kids, you're gonna get sick. You're gonna get a stomach bug. You're gonna get something. Okay? Hey. If you don't know, go ahead and start looking now. Do some. Stack up your last few paychecks. Step out on faith and prayer. I just heard pray Psalm 72. Ayana. I just heard pray Psalm 72. I just heard it's a yes for us. Because I was like, does her people want her to quit? What's that about? Trust it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Trust it. It's better than being fucking miserable. It really is. Life is short. I'll leave you with that. But yeah, y'all. Yes, that Psalm 72 is the truth. That Psalm 72 is the truth. I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor her seed begging bread. That's not Psalm 72, but that's I forgot what scripture that is. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor her seed begging bread. Nor their seed begging bread. Okay. It's always gonna work out. Alright. But yeah, y'all. Finna go back to the crib and chill. I appreciate y'all so much. This is my first YouTube live. We lit. I'm glad. I appreciate y'all. Living Grandma Reading. Listen. I got you. I got you. And that's what I'm gonna work on this week. I'm rearranging my booking site. Yes, did that. Period. Period. It's just the beginning, y'all. I'm excited. I'm excited. But listen, y'all have a great night. Love y'all real bad. And we'll see you later. Bye.